What is micro-flirting? Micro-flirting is a way of somebody flirting with you without it making it obvious. Women are oftentimes sought after and thus can withhold their intent a lot easier than men can. Both evolutionarily and societally, men are supposed to chase women. There always has to be some form of intent if you are going to be approaching women or trying to attract the opposite sex. All right, now who am I? I've been in the dating industry for 12 years. I've worked with 4 different companies. I've coached thousands of clients. My job is teaching guys how to be more attractive to the opposite sex. After watching this video, 1, you'll be able to read women's intent. Are they actually flirting with you? And to also decipher the reasoning behind the flirting. Even though she's flirting with you, is she actually interested? Is she just begging to take you home and get you naked?
All right now, nigga, we are so ready for the war. C-A-R-T-E-R, put the B in E-R.
Firstly, let's get into the psychology of flirting. When a lot of you guys start improving with the opposite sex, you guys will try to backwards rationalize that women are into you when they actually aren't. You guys are looking to satiate your ego, despite the fact that a girl might not actually be into you. You guys will look at some of these signs and be like, for sure, this girl's absolutely into me. But even if a girl is flirting with you, it does not mean that she's interested in you. Let me explain. Now, some of you guys don't have a lot of experience with women yet, but just because a girl's flirting with you does not mean that she necessarily wants to sleep with you or even date you. Even if a girl finds you physically attractive, doesn't mean that she wants to race to sex. She wants to get to know you first because she cares about your personality and who you are. She cares about your energy. She wants to make sure that she's making the right decision in sleeping with you. And that's okay. Women are supposed to be picky. It's their job to weed out the losers. Another factor to employ is that attraction is not consistent. A girl can find you super sexy 1 second, and then you fuck up or give her the ick, and now suddenly she's no longer into you. Some girls even backwards rationalize they never liked you and they were never flirting with you. But just because you have signs of flirting does not mean that she's interested in you. So let's get into some of the reasons why a girl might flirt with you. They might be doing it to make somebody else jealous. Oftentimes you see this in a club environment where maybe there's a guy that she likes there, or maybe a girl starts posting up a lot of photos with you in them. Sometimes girls flirt to piss off some guy and try to spurn some guy who's not on the ball or taking her seriously to take her more seriously. Sometimes they also will manipulate for financial or political gains. If you're a coworker with a girl like this, sometimes they'll flirt with all the other coworkers to create more of a grounding, layer of protection. Maybe make her job a lot easier. Maybe she just finds it fun to flirt. Maybe she also thrives off chaos and drama. Maybe she's doing for validation. Maybe she just likes people telling her she's pretty or chasing her, pursuing her, and she needs a certain amount of guys to tell her this. So now, if she's flirting with you, she's going to get her validation. And she also doesn't have to verbalize it. She doesn't have to show you that she's into you. So she has no downside and nothing but upside. To keep you on her bench or her roster, maybe there is another guy ahead of you on the list. Maybe there's a guy she's truly into, but she's keeping you around just in case this guy doesn't work out. Or the last reason, she's actually totally into you. Now, the first 3 signs of flirting are different than the other 7. If you're watching this video because of one girl, because you're trying to figure out if one girl likes you, the chances of her actually liking you are very low. Let me explain. A girl that is attractive is not going to go for the guy that obsesses with her so much that he would go look up a YouTube video such as this to figure out if she does like him. She wants a guy above her in value. All women do. All girls want that masculine guy, the guy who's a rock. And if you're the kind of guy who's going to look up a video like this to find out if that girl's into you, the chances of you being the kind of guy that she'd be attracted to are not very high. And you have a specific girl that you are into and you're assuming that she's flirting with you, these first 3 are for you. And a lot of you guys are going to, despite this fact, look for all the reasons why this girl's still into you. Understand this, you guys might be satiating your ego so that you guys can keep this strong reality that you are an attractive, sex-worthy guy, and that's okay. But be open-minded that she might not be into you guys. Micro-flirting, number 1. Does she treat the other guys around you the same as she does you? Maybe 3 other guys, 2 other guys, and if the answer is yes, she's flirting for fun, validation, or any other reasons above, but it's not because she's into you. Number 2, are you the type of guy that this girl goes for, generally speaking? You've probably seen her exes, you probably know what kind of guy she's actually into. Are you that guy? If none of the guys are anything like you, then chances are she's not into you. And are you a sex-worthy person? Are you valuable to a girl? The answer is no, she's probably not into you. Number 3, are you respected in your guys' combined social circle? Do people look up to you? Are you a leader? Do people respect you? Does she respect you? If the answer is no, she's not into you. The next ones are for guys who are actually approaching women. Yes, these other signs can tell you if a girl's into you as well. But if any of these reasons that I just mentioned are a hard no, stop looking for signs. I promise you the girl does not like you. With that being said, one of these signs is not a definitive way to tell if a girl's into you. If you guys only have 1 or 2 of these signs, you don't have definitive proof that she's into you. Number 4, Bambi eyes. There's this look that girls give a guy when they're really into him. And if you guys have been approaching women, you guys have probably seen this, where the girl's eyes get wide and she almost looks lustfully at you, almost in a dreamy state. This is called Bambi eyes. If a girl's giving this, It's a sign of attraction. Number 5, attention and reactionary. Now, RAS is reticular activating system. It means where does a person's attention go? They go to that of most combined value and threat. Now, if she's into a guy, where are her eyes most likely to be? If that person has a lot of value to her, on the individual, watching him. Now, if there's 2 guys talking, you and another guy, who is she paying attention to? You or the other person? When you're talking to her, does she ever zone out, look away, almost bored? That's not a good sign. Now, on the other hand, if she's watching you and she's snapping to attention, almost zoned in on you, she's into you. Who's reacting to who? Is she reacting to you? Or is it the other way around? Are you reacting to her? Who has the higher social status in the interaction? Are you treating her like she's on a pedestal? Or is she treating you like you're on a pedestal? Or is it at the very least neutral? Number 6, laughing. Does she laugh at a lot of your jokes? And by laughing, I mean, is she not giving you a high-pitched voice, like a ha, like a very nervous laugh, but more an open-throated, more lively laugh, a feminine laugh? The feminine laugh means she's into you. The high-pitched one means that she's nervous or trying to break tension. That means that she's nervous or in a bad headspace. It can mean that you're making her uncomfortable more than she's attracted to you. Number 7, touching. This doesn't happen too often, but sometimes girls will try to touch you. They'll hit you in the chest. They'll laugh and guffaw. This is a great sign that a girl's into you. If she's trying to touch you on multiple occasions, very good sign. Does she fidget? Now, a girl that's more entitled usually won't fidget. Usually she'll stay stationary and give you her full attention. But some girls will still pull on their stuff. They'll touch their chin. They'll play with their hair. They'll maybe shift weight from foot to foot. They'll give little facial tics that show that they're nervous and trying to hold it down and keep it in one piece. They just cannot sit still. Number 9, she will tell you in subtle ways. She will describe a guy she's into, but when she's describing the guy, she's describing you. She accuses you of being a player and all the girls chasing you and loving you, wanting you. You must get all the girls. She compliments you on something about your looks. It could be anything. It could be eyebrows, clothing. It could be your beard. It could be your eyes. It could be your demeanor. Compliments. They don't have to be direct. They don't have to be obvious, but they will be some form of compliments if a girl's starting to like you or is into you. Number 10, she leans in when she gets the chance. Instead of her being on the balls of her feet, she'll be on her front of her toes. If you guys are sitting at a table, she'll lean over the table and lean into you, giving you the attention. She can't help but almost feel a gravity towards you. She'll be pulled in. Out of all this, I hope you guys take one thing away from this. Become the guy that a girl is attracted to. What does this mean? Work on your charisma, build an interstellar life around you. Hit the gym, work on your fashion, chase a purpose, turn it into a religion, become this man on a mission. It's super sexy. Instead of trying to become a better salesman, instead become a better product. With that being said, peace.
We are so ready for the war. CARTER. Put the B in ER. I'm colder than BR. Add another 3 R's. Watch me like DVD, VCR. Pump to your chest. I ain't talking CPR. Riding this track like a motherfucking street car. New Orleans coroner. His name is Frank Mignon.